Welcome back to the Ice House in Hackensack, New Jersey. Second period action between the Skylands Kings, 15 and under AA squad, and the North Jersey Avalanche. Mike Formisano along with you on Facebook Live. Thank you so much for joining us. The Kings on the left side of the ice now in their navy uniforms with gold and white trim. They'll be going left to right on your screen. Avalanche in their white jerseys with blue and gold trim going right to left. Fazio will take the draw for the Kings against number 11, Dustin Ryan, and the Kings win it. It goes back to Vincent Pizza. Pizza in neutral ice will send it in. Filato and Formisano after it. Goes in the corner. Formisano right in front on the side. The shot. Saved by Miller James. Wow. Stealing that opportunity from the Kings there. Formisano feeding it right onto the tape of Tyler Fazio, and the Kings just missing. Now Gallucci to Pizza. Avalanche steal it. Comes inside the zone. Now Gallucci. Good check by Fazio. Stolen away. The tip by Lemaitre goes into the corner. Now number 28, Gavin Whitreich. No, William Hamilton. My apology. Formisano. Taken by number 18, Jacob Fig. There's Dickett, has to go around the referee. Hamilton stopped him there. Comes all the way in to Miller James. Now Young with it, behind the net. Pass out to Lemaitre. Stolen by Klein. Klein off the equipment of Dustin Ryan, but Peets is able to send it back in. Miller James has it behind the net. All the way around. Connor Dunn on the far boards. Filato stops it there. Back to Dunn. Comes back to the point. Sent in behind the Avalanche net. And now sent out to center ice. Here is Lemaitre. Marlo Lemaitre. Shot. Blocker glove save by Scanlon. Now picked up by Skylands. Cross ice pass to Connor Dunn in front of the Kings bench. Sends it in. Goes behind. Picked up by Fig. Stolen away by Filato. Makes a Filato in front. Now goes back to the point. Arbinger holds it. Sends it back in. Stampone with it. Filato back to Stampone. Behind the net. It's tipped loose in front. The backhand shot. Underneath Miller James. He's trying to freeze it. Goes in the far corner. And the Avalanche able to clear it. So the Kings getting some opportunities here in the beginning part of this second period. 14:30 to go. Oh, right in front of the Avalanche net. Number 18, Cole Heinzinger with it. Comes to Klein. Now Filato. Filato dumps it into the zone. Sends it cross ice to Stampone. Just past the net. Into the far corner. Here come the Avalanche. Freeback. The pass across. Turco sends it off the boards in the near end. And now up to Stampone. Gabriel Stampone. Puzio ties him up. Taken away by Heinzinger. Heinzinger tripped up by Filato. And he's going to get called for it. Premack coming in. Premack, the shot. Just missed the top right corner. Puzio now with it. Avalanche with an extra skater on due to the delayed penalty. And as the Kings touch up, they will go back to the penalty kill. 13:42 to go, second period. No score inside the Ice House in Hackensack, New Jersey. Avalanche back to a power play. A face-off to the left of Ethan Scanlon. When we get a break, we'll try and give you the rosters for both teams, as again, not getting the opportunity to do it right before the game. Here's a face-off, won by the Avalanche. It goes over to Hamilton. Hamilton tied up by Gencarelli. Good job by Michael Gencarelli to tie up William Hamilton right in the crease area. And the puck goes into the netting out of play. Well, let's give you the Avalanche roster real quick. We have number 3, Andrew Premack. 4, Evan November. 5, Ethan Cohen. 9, Gavin Turco. 10, Aiden Puzio. 11, Dustin Ryan. 13, Aiden Park. 16, Marlo Lemaitre. 18, Jacob Fig. 19, Cole Heinzinger. 21, Gavin Whitreich. 28, William Hamilton. 32, Evan Rodriguez. 34, Ethan Halligan. Liam McMillan, 44. Christian Bieber, 68. Thomas Gannetti, 76. Julius Young is number 88. Puck back to the point. The goalie is Nathan Miller-James. He's getting the start today. Zane Kahn is on the bench backing him up. Shot on goal. Saves Scanlon. Rodriguez goes to the far corner now. Comes back out to the point. Fazio defending. Now back to Bieber. Bieber with the shot. Save. Rebounds loose. Underneath Scanlon. And he covers. Wow. Scanlon down low today like a brick wall. 12:49 to go. Second period. Remains scoreless here inside the Ice House. On the Kings roster, you have number 4, Tyler Fazio. Number 8, Michael Gingarelli. 9 is Aiden Norringer. Number 11, Vincent Pizza. 12, Jonathan Dickon. 14, Braden Klein. 17, Mattis Claudio. 18, Gabriel Stampone. 19, Connor Dunn. 20, Gio Valente. 22, Michael Formisano. 25, Rocco Gallucci. Number 91, Justin Church. 96, Mason Filato. The goalies, Braden Catrini, number 1. Ethan Scanlon, 29. The head coach, Zach Sheik, assisted by Charlie Spetz. Team mom is Trish Armiger. And there you have it. 35 seconds to go in the minor to Filato. Along the far borders, there's Preback. In front to Turco, just missed. Wide left. Here's November. Sends it back to Whitreich behind the net. Gavin Whitreich in the far corner. Guarded by Clyde. Loose in front. Good defense by Gingarelli getting in front of that Preback pass. Now November. Cross ice to Puzio. Hayden Puzio in the far corner along the boards now. Pass to November. He had to reach back for it. Now, back across to Turco. Just bounces off his stick. Penalty's over. We're back to 5-a-side hockey. Now November in front. Right off the side of the apron. Preback with the shot. Stick save. And the Kings clear the zone. Here's Pizza. Sends it all the way down. It's onside, so no icing. The Avalanche pick it up. Good penalty kill again by the Kings. They're rolling the dice too many times right now with that. Outside the zone, Formisano gives chase. Skates past it, and there is Cole Heinzinger. Fazio ties him up. Formisano in there along with Hamilton. Scrum for the puck. Referee's telling him to move it. Fazio able to clear the zone. Sent right back in behind Heinzinger. It'll be a delayed offside. Still offside. The Avalanche don't know it. And as they touch up, the offside is called. 10:43 to go. Period number 2. No score between the North Jersey Avalanche and the Skylands Kings. You're watching Facebook Live. Mike Formisano along with you for today's action. The Kings will be back at it next Sunday at Skylands Ice World, a non-league game against the Union Thunder 16 team. That will be on Black Bear TV. We'll have the highlights here on Facebook Live. Face off to the right of Miller James. It'll be Fazio taking the draw for the Kings. And number 13, I believe, Aiden Park for the Avalanche. Face off. Won by the Avalanche. Here's Park. 2-on-1 developing along with Turco. Klein back to defend. Park with a shot. Deflected by Klein, who stayed with the skater. And it goes out of bounds into the netting, out of play. Now 10:32 to go. So we have a delayed penalty. We had a penalty call, actually. Instead of an offside, it was a penalty call against Aiden Puzio. He was called for interference. So Kings on their first power play of the afternoon. Minute 50 to go in that. So 10 seconds off the power play. Kings giving chase. There's Turco. Send it all the way around. Scanlon picks it up behind his net. So Skylands to their first power play of the afternoon. See what they do with it. Here is Fazio across the red line, coming with Pizza, Filato, and Dickon. Klein trailing. It's back behind the Avalanche net. Sent in front. Deflected to the far corner. Now here's number 19, Cole Heisinger. Turco with it. Turco slams it off the boards. Back to center ice and into the Kings' end. Klein passes up to Fazio. Tyler Fazio with it. Right in front of the Kings' bench. Park knocks it into the Skylands seating area. And stoppage in play. 9:40 to go, second period. 58 ticks remaining on the penalty to Puzio. So the faceoff will be deep inside the Avalanche end. Stampone will take it against Christian Bieber for North Jersey. Faceoff won by the Kings. Goes back to Gencarelli. Gencarelli. Now Pizza. Vincent Pizza in the far corner in front. Tipped by Dunn. Goes back to the far corner. Comes all the way around to the near side. Held by Dickin. To Stampone. The shot. Blocker glove saved by Miller James. Good check by Dunn in the far corner on number 18, Jacob Figg. And the Avalanche clear the zone. All the way down it goes. And Scanlon out of his net to play it. And looks to drop it off for Dickin. Dickin handles it instead. Here is Gencarelli. To Stampone. Stolen away by Bieber. Christian Bieber on the near boards. Pass across to Rodriguez. Evan Rodriguez behind the net. Along the near boards now. Rodriguez will just take it back to center ice and kill some time on the penalty. Fig over to November, and that is it as Puzio is sprung from the box. Bieber sends it back into the Kings side. Gencarelli behind his own net. Now picked up by Rodriguez. And he clears his own. Sends it back in on Scanlon. Now, if that had gone in, it would have been offside because the Avalanche still had players inside the zone. Shot in on Miller James. It was tips and no icing, but it came right in on net anyway. So now November blocked down by the Kings. The Avalanche pick it up. Ryan drops it off of Lametri. Lametri coming in. Shot right pad save by Ethan Scanlon. Kicking out that pad like a pinball flipper. Now Stampone coming across the blue line. He's got Filato and Formisano with him. Goes to Filato. Knocked down by November, and the Avalanche clear the zone again. Lametri coming in with Hamilton. The shot. Saved by Scanlon. And he'll hold on. 7:42 to go. We're at the halfway mark, halfway home. No score between the Kings and Avalanche. Actually, that's not true. It could go to a 3-minute overtime, so. To the left of Scanlon. Will be Fazio against number 11, Dustin Ryan. It's won by Fazio. He goes forward with it. Now Filato. Young sends it into the Avalanche bench. Clearing it out of the way of Formisano before he could jump on it. Now 7:34 to go as the faceoff will be at neutral ice. They're going to put it right on the center ice dot. Fazio against Ryan. In the skates of Formisano. Now, right in front of the official scorers table, Lametri will slam it in. Goes to the far corner. Klein after it. Klein sends it to Filato. Good check. Now Klein sends it up just past Formisano. He chases after Young. Good hustle. Slams Young into the boards. But Young picks it up. And the pass to Lametri. Now here's Ryan. Just behind Hamilton. William Hamilton. Oh, Formisano throwing his body right out of Hamilton there. Tipped outside the zone. And Young back to retrieve. Pass to Hamilton. Off the far boards as it comes in. Now the shot on goal. Just goes wide by number 21, Gavin Whitreich. And into the netting, out of play. 6:36 to go, second period. Scoreless in Hackensack. Face off to the left of Scanlon. It's won by Stampone. Goes back behind the net. There's Dickin. Puzio after him. Puzio steals it away. Back to the line. Played by the Kings. Valente and Puzio. It's sent back behind the Kings' net. Here's Gencarelli. Michael Gencarelli after it. Sends it up off of the face mask of number 76, Thomas Canetti, who grabbed right for it. And it went into the Avalanche bench out of play. So, one of those moments you're very happy to see the players with full face shields at this level. Puck cleared outside the zone by the Kings. All the way down. Valente after it. Gio, the shot. He scores! Gio Valente coming out of nowhere to bury it past Miller James. And the Kings take a 1-0 lead. Oh, the pass comes up from the Kings zone. And it was laid out in front of Gio Valente, who flew down the ice to catch up with it. Starts the breakaway, puts it to the top right corner. What a goal by Valente. And with 6:07 to go in the second period, Skylands with a 1-0 lead. Now the puck goes inside the Avalanche zone. What a goal. Set up. I didn't see who made the pass from the corner, but it was a left-handed defenseman for the Kings. Whoever it was, it may have been Gencarelli. He put it perfectly in front of Valente with nobody back. And Gio deposited it home. Now Fazio. Bieber. Pizza takes it over the blue line. Pizza with the shot. Saved by Miller James. And he holds on. 5:39 to go in the second period. The Kings have taken a 1-0 lead on a goal by Gio Valente. And on a face-off to the right of Miller James. It'll be Fazio against Rodriguez. Cleared up the ice. Bieber. Gencarelli on him. Now, here is Fazio up the far side. The shot, save right into the red basket. Miller James will hold on. Good shot by Fazio, but right to the logo area of Miller James's jersey, right where the Avalanche sign is. 5:23 to go in period number 2. You wait to see what the Kings decide to do. Do they continue to try and find offensive opportunities, or do they wait back and counterpunch? Shot, save, rebound in front. Formasano comes diving into the goal area, but the puck goes wide. Dunn tripped down, no call, we play on. Puck cleared to center ice. Just outside of Formasano's reach by Dickin. And here's Young. Young knocked down by Formasano on a hip check. Now Stampone in front, just trickles wide. Dunn, back to Gallucci. Fires. Oh, Stampone just missed on the one-timer. Now Stampone, as the momentum has gone to the Kings, basically for the first time today. Stampone in front, goes through the crease. Here's Dunn in the far corner. Past Young. Connor Dunn behind the net, taken away by Whitreich. And Gavin Whitreich racing up the near boards. Over the blue line, coming in. The shot, saves Scanlon. Into the far corner. Whitreich behind. Down to Lametri. He's got Hamilton in the crease area. Stampone clears it, not out. And here is Jonathan Dickin. Across the blue line, now across the red. Dickin coming into the zone. Past Whitreich. Young. Now Gallucci. Rocco. Behind the net to Formasano. In front, nobody home. And Hamilton picks it up for the Avalanche. 3:53 to go, second period. Lametri sends that in to Scanlon, and he leaves it off for Klein. Here's Braden Klein. Along the near boards. Stopped by Whitreich. Sends it back around. Tipped by Scanlon. Gallucci. Now loose in front. Backhand goes over the net. Off the boards. Back to Whitreich along the near boards. A shot. Cross ice. Hits the far boards. Now Turco with it. Gavin Turco. Big check by Formasano. Shot goes wide. Now here's Whitreich. In front, tipped. And Whitreich with it. Formasano on him. Knocks him into the boards. Klein digging for it. Premack and Ganetti's. Valente slams him into the boards. Good physical play by the Kings right now. Held not out. Now Formasano looking for a break. Sposio delays him, so now he has to just send it in, and he dumps it in. He was looking for a breakaway, but Pozio got just enough to delay his breakout attempt. Dickin, it goes over to Turco. Turco coming in. Can't get past Dickin. Puck goes to Fazio. We have a whistle, and we'll see what that's about. 2:32 to go in period number 2. Kings lead 1-0. Gio Valente with a breakaway goal midway through period number 2. And I think we're going to have a penalty against the Avalanche. Number 18 climbing into the box, at Jacob Fig. So the Kings will go to a power play. 2:32 to go here, second period. 1-0 Skylands over the North Jersey Avalanche. A face-off to the right of Miller James. Here is Filato against Rodriguez. Face-off won by the Kings. Here's Pizza. Jancarelli to Dickin. Oh, he fanned on the one-timer. Rodriguez now off the boards. Comes back to center ice. Dickin to Filato. Filato will send it in. Rodriguez looks to clear. Tipped by Dickin. Slows it up and gives Scanlon an opportunity to play it. Jancarelli behind his own net. Kings lead 1-0. Looking to add to that here on this power play. Puck goes over the half wall and over the glass, out of play. 2:06 remaining, second period. If you're watching, you have anybody, friends who want to go ahead and watch, let them know. This is a great game so far. Great game. And the third period promises to be even better. Here's Dickin. Behind the net. Pass to Filato through his skates. Bieber. Filato steals it away. Gives to Pizza. Pizza to Filato on the far dot. Pass back. Not enough mustard. And here's Rodriguez coming in. Evan Rodriguez on the backhand shot. Score! Evan Rodriguez puts it over the blocking glove of Ethan Scanlon. A shorthanded goal. And with 1:39 to go in period number 2, the Avalanche have tied the game at 1. Evan Rodriguez with the shorthanded goal, making it 1-1 here late in the second period. Well, now the Kings with 1:08 of power play time look to try and get that goal back. Rodriguez coming in on the far side, but the backhander pass Scanlon to even this matchup one apiece. Here's the faceoff. Fazio taking it against number 13, Aiden Park. Stampone and Formasano out there for the Kings, along with Colucci and Braden Klein. Face-off won by the Avalanche. Stampone trying to jump on it. It's taken by North Jersey. Up to Turco. Turco with Colucci there. Formasano slamming Turco into the boards. Now, comes back around. There's Klein. Braden Klein with it. Klein with the pass up to Stampone. Just gets a blade on it, and that's about it. Held by Cole Heinzinger. Colucci to Stampone. Now Rocco loses it over to number 13, Park. Slams it around. 28 ticks to go in the minor to the Avalanche. It's Fig in the box. Colucci, cross ice pass to Klein. Maybe one more attempt for the Kings here in this power play. Stampone will flip it in behind the Avalanche net. Fazio in the corner. There's Valente. Gives to Colucci. Colucci in front. Knocked down by the Avalanche. And now here is Premack. Andrew Premack coming in. Shot. Glove save. Rebounds loose. And it goes into the far corner. The Avalanche picking up there. Now back in middle. It's tied up by the Kings defense. And the Kings send it all the way down, right on Miller James. We have a delayed penalty call against the Kings for activity there in front. Here's Premack. Cross ice, picked up by Colucci, And with 4 seconds to go, the Kings will go to a penalty. Cross-check, and it'll be called on Gio Valente. So Valente to the box with 4 seconds to go in period number 2 on a cross-check. And the Avalanche, if they don't score in this next 4 seconds, will carry a power play over to the third. Tell you what, if I were the Avalanche, I'd think about actually pulling Miller James for these last 4 seconds, see if I can get a quick 6-on-4 goal. Shot in, Skylands with the stick save, and he freezes at the buzzer. Wow, great activity here in the latter part of the second period. Gio Valente scores to make it 1-0 Kings, but Evan Rodriguez ties the score with a backhand goal against Ethan Scanlon. And after 2 periods from the Ice House in Hackensack, New Jersey, we're tied 1 apiece. We'll come back on the new feed for third period action right after this on Facebook Live.